I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the winged scourge that pecks at your nightmares. I am Darkwing
Late Night
Duck.
Retro.
Darkwing Duck is a platformer by good old Capcom. It's based on the cartoon that was part of many of my Disney weekday afternoons. It was released in June of 1992, close to a year after the Super Nintendo came out in North America. Most of the later Nintendo releases were lots of fun, and every time I play one it makes me wish Nintendo started that good, and just got better. Now if you played a Mega Man game before, you'll feel pretty much at home with Darkwing Duck. I would even go as far as to call it a dumbed down version of Mega Man, starring Darkwing. Does that mean that this game is bad? Nah, not necessarily. This is Late Night Retro, and let's look further at Darkwing Duck. Or should I say, let's get dangerous. Your objective in Darkwing Duck goes like this. A mysterious crime wave has hit St. Canard, and S.H.U.S.H. requires the services of the caped crime fighter Darkwing Duck to stop it, as it appears that F.O.W.L and their valued operative Steelbeak is behind the uprising. They have hired 6 of Darkwing's greatest foes to wreak havoc in different areas throughout St. Canard. Darkwing must go one by one to stop these criminals in order to find Steelbeak and save the city. Darkwing begins with a standard gas gun, but can collect different types of gas throughout each stage. There's Thunder, Heavy, and Arrow. Each special gas requires having ammunition, which you will find from defeating enemies or as pickups throughout the stages. Each special type of weapon or gas will take up a different amount of gas to use it, and each one has its own functions. You may only have one type of special gas at a time. If you pick up a different type of gas, it replaces the one you currently have. With there only being 3 different types, I think it would have been nice to be able to collect all 3 and use them at your will. You can freely switch between your special gas and the standard gas by hitting select. Darkwing can deflect certain projectiles with his cape by hitting up on the control pad, which is useful just on a couple of enemies, and a function they could have removed entirely from the game. Sometimes when I was jumping I would accidentally hit up and it would stop me from firing my weapon and instead use my cape deflect. Though it didn't happen often, it was annoying. That's pretty much all you need to know to dive into the game and experience the levels. I beat this game 3 times to get a better feel of the weapons and boss fights. I found you pretty much can use any of the special gases to succeed throughout the levels and on the boss fights. Admittedly, some do work better than others in certain situations, but you would have to have played the game already to know ahead of time which one will be the best. Again, that's why I kinda wish they would have allowed you to collect all 3 of the gases, instead of just limiting you to 1. I have been on quite the platforming binge as of late, and I would have to say Darkwing Duck is a good game. Is it one of my favorites, or one that I'll revisit later in my years? I'd probably say not. It's not that the game is bad, I just found it annoying at times and slow. While the controls are tight and precise, it was really just the enemies that annoyed the hell out of me. Some of them take multiple hits or to hit them in certain spots. I found traversing the levels to be more of a chore than enjoyable. One thing I really did like though were the boss fights. It comes down to recognizing a pattern and perfecting it to lay waste to them. Some of the special gases can be useful on the bosses, but I found myself mostly using the regular old pea shooter to succeed. With this title here, I recommend trying it for yourself and making your own conclusion about the game. I can safely say it's worth playing, but will you enjoy it? That's another matter. This has been Late Night Retro. Thank you for watching. Until next time.